Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. In today's video, we will be solving the remaining questions from exercise 12.3 and the question will be question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5. If you haven't already watched my previous video where I have solved the earlier question from this exercise, I will highly recommend all of you to check out that first because it will help you understand the concept which I am going to build in this session. So let's begin the class. So this is question number 3. Work out the following divisions. So first question is 10x minus 25 divided by 5. So first you can see in the numerator part, okay. Let me write in numerator and denominator part, and then you can see in the numerator part the common factor of 10 and 25 is 5, isn't it? 10 also comes in the table of 5, 25 also comes in the table of 5. And 5 is the highest common factor of 10 and 25. So I can take 5 common from here. So if I take 5 common, then the first term it will be left with 2x. 5 into 2x is 10x minus 5. So 5 into 5 will give me 25 and 5 into 2x will give me 10x divided by 5. Now 5 and 5 I can reduce it. So my answer is 2x minus 5. So this is the first answer. This was a very simple question. Now second question. Now the second question is also somewhat similar to the first one only. So I want you all to pause the video, solve this question by yourself. Okay, so pause the video, solve it and then check your answer with my answer. So hope everyone is solving it. So let me write this in the form of numerator and denominator. So 10x minus 25 divided by 2x minus 5. Now as I have done in the previous question, I can take 5 common from here. So it will be 5 times 2x will give me 10x minus 5 into 5 is 25 divided by 2x minus 5. Now 2x minus 5 and 2x minus 5 I can cancel it out. So I am left with 5. So the second question answer is 5. The third one, 10y multiplied by 6y plus 21 divided by 5 into 2y plus 7. So first let me write it in the form of numerator and denominator divided by 5 times 2y plus 7. So 5 times 2 I can reduce it. So it is now 2y. Now if you can see here in the numerator 6y plus 21. So 6 also comes in the table of 3, 21 also comes in the table of 3. So from here I can take 3 common, isn't it? 3 will be the highest common factor of 6 and 21. So if I take 3 common, I will be left with 2y. 3 into 2y will give me 6y plus 3 into 7 is 21 divided by 2y plus 7. So from here you can see I can simplify 2y plus 7 from both numerator and denominator. So I am left with 2y into 3. So 2y into 3 answer will be 6y. So if you solve these questions step by step, it is going to be very easy and you will get interest also to solve it. Now the fourth question, 9x square y square multiplied by 3z minus 24 divided by 27xy into z minus 8. So 9 times x square y square into 3z minus 24 divided by 27xy z minus 8. So 9 times 3. And if you can see in the numerator, it is x square, denominator is x. So I can use laws of exponent, right? X square by x. So I can use laws of exponent. It will be x to the power 2 minus 1, which will give me x. So in the numerator, it is only x. Same way, y square by y will give me y. And 3z minus 24, I can take 3 common, isn't it? I can take it, right? Because 24 also comes in the table of 3. 3 times 8 will give me 24. So from here I am taking 3 common. So I will be left with z minus 8 divided by 3 times z minus 8. Now 3 and 3 I can cancel out. Then z minus 8 I can cancel out. So the answer will be xy. So hope it is clear to everyone. Now I'm moving to the next question. Now fifth question, 96 ABC times 3A minus 12 into 5B minus 30 divided by 144 times A minus 4 into B minus 6. So let me write this in numerator and denominator form. So it will be 96 times ABC 3A minus 12 into 5B minus 30 divided by 144 times A minus 4 into B minus 6. Now, if you can see from here, in the numerator part, if you can see 3A minus 12. So 3 and 12, the common factor is going to be 3. And in 5 and 30, both 5 and 30 comes in the table of 5. So I can take 5 common. So let's take common. So 96 ABC. Here I am taking 3 common. So I will be left with A minus 4. Because 3 times A is 3A minus 3 into 4 is 12. Then I am going to take 5 common. So it will be B minus 6 divided by 144 times A minus 4 into B minus 6. So I can reduce B minus 6 and A minus 4, isn't it? Now let's simplify further over here. So 12 times 8 is 96. 12 times 12 is 144. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. So from here I am left with 2 into 5 into A, B, C. So it is 10 A, B, C. This is the answer. So this question was looking little lengthy and little complex also, but when you take common factor, everything is getting simplified. Now next question. Divide as directed. 5 times 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 5 divided by 2x plus 1. So by seeing the question only, you can see in the numerator and denominator 2x plus 1 is present in both the places, right? So you have to just simplify that. So from here 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 will get cancelled out. And I will be left with 5 times 3x plus 5. So this is only the answer. Now second question. 26xy multiplied by x plus 5 multiplied by y minus 4 divided by 13x into y minus 4. So again I am going to write it in the form of numerator and denominator. Okay. Divided by 13x into y minus 4. Now 13 times 2 is 26. X and x will get simplified. Y minus 4 and y minus 4 will get cancelled out. So I am left with 2y times x plus 5. So this is your answer. Now moving to the next question. The third question, 52 times PQR multiplied by P plus Q multiplied by Q plus R multiplied by R plus P, and it is divided by 104 PQ multiplied with Q plus R multiplied by R plus P. So let's first write this in the form of numerator and denominator. So 52 PQR times P plus Q into Q plus R into R plus P divided by 104 PQ multiplied by Q plus R and R plus P. So if you see numerator and denominator, this Q plus R will get cancelled. R plus P also will get cancelled. P and P will get cancelled and Q will get cancelled. So I am left with now 52 by 104 multiplied by R into P plus Q. Now if you see 52 and here is 104. So 52 times 2 will give me 104. So 52 times 1, 52 times 2. So my answer is 1 by 2 times R multiplied by P plus Q. So now you can see here 52 is such a big number. So how quickly I am able to find out that 52 times 2 will give me 104. So in 52, you just see in the denominator, the number having ones digit is 4. So just think in 2 table, which number shall I multiply to get 4? So 2 times 2 will give me 4. So you just try with this. Many times if you use this method, quickly you can find out that which table you have to use for simplification. Okay. Now moving to the next question. So fourth one, 20 times y plus 4 multiplied by y square plus 5y plus 3 divided by 5 times y plus 4. So 20 into y plus 4, y square plus 5y plus 3 divided by 5 times y plus 4. So y plus 4, y plus 4 will get cancelled out. 5 times 4 will give me 20. So the final answer will be 4 times y square plus 5y plus 3. Now next question. X multiplied by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 divided by x times x plus 1. So let me write this in the form of numerator and denominator. Okay. And when you are writing only, you can observe that something is present in both numerator and denominator. Yes or no? See, x plus 1 I can simplify, x and x I can simplify. So I am left with x plus 2 into x plus 3. So this is the answer. Question number 5. Factorize the expressions and divide them as directed. So first of all, you have to see whether you can able to factorize it or not. So in the first question, you can see the numerator I can factorize. Denominator, I cannot reduce it further. So only you have to factorize the numerator and then you have to divide it. So first let me write this in terms of numerator and denominator. So y square plus 7y plus 10 divided by y plus 5. Now if you see in the numerator, I cannot factorize it using the standard identity because 10 is not a square of any number. I cannot use either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. So I have to use the middle term splitting method. So here my middle term is 7y. So I have to find out two numbers whose sum will give me 7 and whose product will give me 10. So what is my requirement? Let me write over here. You have to find two numbers whose sum is 7 and whose product is 10. So which two number if I multiply will get 10? So first is 1 into 10 will give me 10. But if I add 1 and 10, I am getting 11. Sum should be 7, right? That is my requirement. So next 2 times 5 will also give me 10. And if I add 2 and 5, I am getting 7. So it means 7y, I can write this in terms of 2y plus 5y plus 10 divided by y plus 5. Now if you see the first two terms, this and this, I can take y common. So it will be left with y plus 2. In the last two terms here and here, I can take 5 common. So it will be again y plus 2 divided by y plus 5. So now if you can see y plus 2 is present here also and here also. So I can take y plus 2 common. So from the first term, I am left only with y and in the second term plus 5 divided by y plus 5. Now y plus 5 and y plus 5 I can reduce it. So my answer is y plus 2. So hope it is clear. You have to just solve it step by step. It is very easy. Now moving to the second question. M square minus 14m minus 32 divided by m plus 2. So again I am going to write this in the form of numerator and denominator. So m square minus 14m minus 32 divided by m plus 2. Now here also if you see 32 is not a square of any number. So again I have to use the middle term splitting method. So I have to find out two numbers whose sum will give me minus 14 and whose product will be minus 32. Isn't it? So 32 comes in which table? It comes in 2 times 16 will give me 32, right? 2 times 16 will give me 32. But here it is minus 32. It means either 2 or 16. Any one number I have to make it negative. But if you see the sum is minus 14. And when the sum will be minus 14? When the bigger number is having the negative sign. Now when I add 2 and minus 16, I will get minus 14, isn't it? So from here I can write it as m square minus 16m plus 2m minus 32 divided by m plus 2. Now I can take m common from the first two terms. Here and here you can see m only I can take common. So I'm left with m minus 16 plus. In the third and the fourth term I can take 2 common. So it will be m minus 16 divided by m plus 2. So now again you can see here m minus 16 and m minus 16 is present here. So m minus 16 I can take common. So I am left with m plus 2 divided by m plus 2, and I can reduce m plus 2. So I am left with m minus 16. Okay, so now in this type of question, you will get one trick. Okay, one short trick from the denominator also. See, denominator is m plus 2. It means your one of the factor will be 2. When you split this, you will have one of the factor as 2, which you can see here, isn't it? 2 into minus 16. In the first question, if you have seen over here, your one of the factor was 5, which was present in the denominator, y plus 5, isn't it? So this is like a small clue which you can use it. If you like, you are getting stuck and you are not able to find which two number you have to use which whose sum will give minus 14 and product will give minus 32. You can just try this method also. So it will become more easier. Now moving to the next question. Third one is 5p square minus 25p plus 20 divided by p minus 1. So let me write this first in the form of numerator and denominator. So it will be 5p square minus 25p plus 20 divided by p minus 1. Now if you see in the numerator, it has got 3 terms, and the numerical coefficient of each term, if you see, they all are the multiples of 5. So I can take 5 common from here. So it will be left with p square minus 5p plus 4 divided by p minus 1. Now again you can see 4 is a square of 2, right? 4 is a square of 2. So can I use here a minus b whole square identity? A minus b whole square means can I use here p minus 2 whole square? So if I use p minus 2 whole square, it will be p square minus 2ab. It means 2 into p into 2, which will give me 4p plus 4. But here it is p square minus 5p plus 4. It means I cannot use this, isn't it? I cannot use this identity over here. So again, I have to use the middle term splitting method. So now I have to split this minus 5p in such a way that sum should be minus 5 and the product should be 4. So it is given as sum should be minus 5 and the product should be 4. Now just now I have given you one trick that one of the factor is in the denominator only. So in the denominator it is given p minus 1. So let me take, if in minus 1, what I will multiply such that I will get 4. So in minus 1, if I multiply minus 4, I will get 4. And let's add this 2 and see is my sum is minus 5. So if I add minus 1 and minus 4, I am getting minus 5. So it means now I can write minus 5p as minus p minus 4p plus 4 divided by p minus 1. Now from the first two term, in this two term I can take p common. So I am left with p minus 1, And in the third and fourth term, I can take minus 4 common. So again, I am left with p minus 1. Now, why it is minus 1? Now, see outside the bracket, there is a negative sign. So it is actually minus 4 into p, which is minus 4p, minus 4 into minus 1, which will give you plus 4. So you have to be a little careful. Now you can see p minus 1 is here also and here also. So let's take p minus 1 common. So 5 into p minus 1 into p minus 4 divided by p minus 1. Now cancel out p minus 1. So I am left with 5 times p minus 4. This is the answer. Now next question. 4yz multiplied by z square plus 6z minus 16 divided by 2y times z minus 8. So let me write in numerator and denominator form. Z square plus 6z minus 16 divided by 2y times z plus 8. So y and y I can cancel. 2 times 2 will give me 4. Now z square plus 6z minus 16. So here you cannot use identity because 16 is a square of 4, but before 16 there is a minus sign. We don't have any identity where before b square there is a negative sign. So again I have to use the middle term splitting method. So you have to find two numbers whose sum will be 6 and whose product is going to be minus 16. So if you see the denominator, it is z plus 8. It means one of the factor, it can be 8. I'm not sure, but one of the factor can be 8. Now in 8, how much you will multiply to get 16? So 8 times 2 will give you 16. But the product is minus 16. It means either 8 or 2, any one number should be negative, isn't it? Then you see the sum. Sum is 6. It means the greater number will be positive because sum is positive. So I have to write 8 into minus 2. And if you add 8 and minus 2, you will get plus 6. So now you have to write it as where plus 8z minus 2z minus 16 divided by z plus 8. Now let's take z common over here. So it will be z plus 8 from the first two term, and the second term I am taking minus 2 common. So again it is z plus 8 divided by z plus 8. Now here again you can see there is a negative sign. So minus 2 into z is minus 2z and minus 2 into 8 is minus 16. Now again I can take z plus 8 common because it is present in both the places. So it will be z plus 8. So I am left with z in the first term and minus 2 in the second term divided by z plus 8. Now I can cancel out z plus 8. So I am left with 2z into z minus 2. So this is my answer for the fourth question. Now fifth question. 5pq multiplied by p square minus q square divided by 2p multiplied by p plus q. So let me write this first in the form of numerator and denominator. So 5pq multiplied by p square minus q square divided by 2p times p plus q. So if you see the numerator, it has p square minus q square. So you can use the identity a square minus b square, which will give me a plus b into a minus b. Here your a is p and b is q. So let's factorize it. So it will be p plus q into p minus q divided by 2p multiplied by p plus q. Now p plus q I can cancel out. P and p also I can cancel out. So I am left with 5q by 2 multiplied with p minus q. So this was the simple question. Now moving to the next question. Sixth one, 12xy multiplied by 9x square minus 16y square divided by 4xy multiplied by 3x plus 4y. Okay. So if you can see 4 table 12 comes, so 4 times 3 and xy will get cancelled. In the numerator, you can see here 9x square minus 16y square. Now 9 is a square of 3, 16 is a square of 4. So I can rewrite it as 3 times 9x square I can write as 3x whole square minus 16y square I can write as 4y whole square divided by 3x plus 4y. Now I can use the identity a square minus b square, which will give me a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so from here I can write 3x plus 4y and then 3x minus 4y, because my a is 3x and b is 4y, divided by 3x plus 4y. Now I can cancel it out. So I am left with 3 times 3x minus 4y. So this is the answer for the sixth question. Now this question is having one more question, question number 7. So let's do this fast. So again I am going to write this in the form of numerator and denominator. 50y square minus 98 divided by 26y square multiplied by 5y plus 7. Now 39 and 26 both comes in 13 table, right? 13 times 3 is 39, 13 times 2 is 26. Then y cube by y square. Again you have to use the division law. So it will be y to the power 3 minus 2, which will give me y. So it will become 3 by 2 times y. Now if you see 50y square minus 98, isn't it? So can I take something common from here? 50 and 98. Both are even numbers. Obviously they will come in the table of 2. So let me take 2 common. So it will be left with 25y square, because 2 into 25 is 50 minus 49 divided by 5y plus 7. This much is clear, right? Now 2 and 2 I can cancel. Now if you notice here, this 25 is a square of 5, 49 is a square of 7. Now here also you can get some clue from the denominator. See, denominator is 5y plus 7. And you just see 5 square is 25, 7 square is 49. It means now you can write this 25y square as 5y whole square minus 7 whole square, isn't it? Divided by 5y plus 7. Now think, which identity shall I use? You have guessed it right, I think. Then now the identity I'm going to use is a square minus b square, which will give me a plus b into a minus b. So this will be equal to 3y times 5y plus 7 into 5y minus 7 divided by 5y plus 7. Now I can reduce 5y plus 7 from both numerator and denominator. So my answer will be 3y multiplied by 5y minus 7. So this is the seventh question. So I have completed exercise 12.3 now. Now in my next video, I will be covering the questions from R.S. Agrawal. Okay. So stay tuned for more videos, and if you did not subscribe my channel till now, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends also. Thank you.